Hi. So today we're doing something stupid with my Yena collection, and that something stupid is collecting ot6. Now, as you know, I've been previously collecting yena in full, all of his album cards, all of his pre-order cards, fan sign cards, lucky draws, everything non-album for him I do try to get my hands on. And I recently decided to collect jihoon as well, mainly album cards and most pre-order cards, no lucky draws, no winner cards, nothing super expensive, just like, you know, the normal Korean store online offline ones. But then I started thinking, you know how I collect Oh My Girl in full, including pre-order cards? I kind of wanted to do that for a boy group as well. But who? And then I realized, oh well, I can do that for Yena. But I don't want to collect their album cards because they're boring and they're very repetitive. Their pre-order cards are also very repetitive, but in the sense that a lot of same outfits, but it's not nearly as bad as their photo cards or album photo cards. It's not nearly as bad. But the only ones that I really wanted to collect were from their last trilogy, the Love trilogy, so First Love, Passion, and Eternally. So those are the ones that I'm going to collect ot6 for, which is all of this setup right here. I'm only collecting the online, offline, normal Korean site ones. I'm not doing lucky draws. I'm not doing Chinese sites. I'm also not doing winner cards or anything like that. So my plan was to put jihoon and yena in this binder because I'm still planning on collecting their album cards, but I also want to collect their pre-order cards together from the first trilogy, the Identity trilogy, so First Sight, Challenge, and Action. So my plan was to put all of their album cards in here and then all of the yena jihoon pre-order cards that I will be collecting, and then all of the yena only pre-order cards that I will be collecting, so his lucky draws, his winner cards, Chinese stores, everything like that, in this binder. So my plan was to prep this binder beforehand so that I have less to prep for this video, because just prepping the ot6 setup is going to take a while, as you can see. All of this. And this is not even counting the empty spots that I have to put sleeves in. This is literally just the cards that I already have and then one filler with the store. That's it. So I started prepping this binder. I had extra pages from my jihoon binder. I knew I was going to be short on pages because I didn't have enough to put everything. I knew that. What I didn't know was that this binder could only support the first trilogy. It is full, up to the top, full, with literally just the first trilogy album cards, pre-order cards, and then yena non-album stuff, or his Japanese cards and his non-album stuff. That's it. There's no Love trilogy in here at all. I did put these backboards on the top. These are the ones that came bent. I did put them in my jihoon binder as well because I noticed when I was shutting this, the first few pages would write up the rings like this. So I guess there's a reason why there's a top backboard. No, they're called backboards. Anywho, I think like if you shop on other sites, they're called baffles. Not sure. I put them like upside down so that it would flatten out the bent. Upside down from how it was bent. So it's not as warped. You can kind of still see it, but it's not as bad. So in here I have yena's 1-9 stuff. And then I have everything else in chronological order. So this is First Sight. And everywhere where there's like a blue sleeve is where like jihoon's album cards are gonna go. I don't have much for him in this binder. And then these ones are for pre-order cards. So they're black on the front, but they're blue on the back. So these are for like the pre-order cards that I want to get for both of them. And then here are the pre-order cards that I only want yena for, the more expensive ones. those ones I'm just gonna try to get yena. And here is challenge. So the same thing, album photo cards first. As you can see, I have no jihoon. And then the pre-order cards that I want to collect for both of them. So I have this jihoon. I've had him for a long time, but he's quite damaged. So that's why I still have him. And then here are the extra yena ones that I want to collect. That, well, not that I want to collect, but that there are to collect. And here's action. It's a little bit more filled up because I do have some jihoon cards for this section. Like here we have a full page. Beautiful. And then here are the pre-order cards for action. I do have some of jihoons as well. And then down here starts the yena only ones. There was 5, so. Here we have yena's Japanese stuff. I'm not gonna collect jihoon for Japanese stuff because he's not in like their second Japanese release. So I'm just gonna collect yena for Japanese and non-album stuff. Here's their second Japanese. Here's like fanship season's greetings and like other stuff. This is universe. And then I have like the rest of the 50 pages that came with this binder. And there was no way that I could even think about putting anything else in this binder. I do double sleeve my cards, so that's why it's a little bulky in here. But I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. This is the 2-inch one. I technically could get the 3-inch, but they only have the 3-inch for pink. So yeah, now let's actually get started into the setup for the ot6 part of my collection. Ta-da! It's a 12 pocket Meow Cafe binder. It's fucking crazy. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to store this. I have no idea how to store this. This is so huge. I knew it was gonna be big, but I wasn't anticipating it being this big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one set here and one set here for the pre-order cards. But I also have to put the yena and jihoon album cards in here and the yena only album card, pre-order cards and fan signs or whatever. I just lump it all together as pre-order cards in here as well. Because my original plan of putting it in that other binder failed miserably. Miserably. So these are what these things are for. These things. They're all pre-set in the order that I want to put them in. So First Love and Passion are going into this binder. And First Love is getting pink sleeves. So these are the sleeves that I'm using for like empty spaces. For like spots where I don't have any cards at the moment because I don't like seeing through my pages. So yeah. So we're starting off with yena and jihoon's album cards. I am putting them like yena, jihoon, like that on that page. And then I'm going to be putting yena only cards that I'm collecting only for him. And then after that, we'll start the actual sets. I do have some other members. I have like some jihoons as well, but I mostly only have yena at the moment. Eventually, I'll have all the other members, but I just started this collection. I haven't been really shopping for this quite yet. So it'll take some time to actually fill some of these spaces up. But I've got the rest of my life, right? Or until I decide I don't want to do this anymore. You know, either or, whichever one comes first. I'm just gonna probably time-lapse this and put some like funky little royalty-free music in the back because I don't really have much to say, but if I do have something to say, then I will say it. So let's just get started. Oh, these are pages that fit the standard dragon shield sleeves, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Oh, I love it already. It's kind of hard to see the vision when there's like still spots left to be filled, but I love it already. Okay, that's it for the first era. Oh my god, and this binder's already full. Oh my god, I don't think I can fit 2 eras. I only have 2 binders. Oh, I didn't realize it was so hot today. I am in a spot with no fan on me. I don't have AC in my house either. So I have a hard time with the heat. So I had to take my glasses off because my face was so sweaty. That's how bad it is in here. Okay, let's see what I can do for the second era and see if it fits in here. It's about the same number of pre-order cards, so kind of scared. Passion gets yellow. more pages. But I don't think this binder can hold any more pages. How many more pages do I need? 5. I hope I'm gonna have enough pages in my other binder. Okay, let's finish this era. Holy shit. Is this crazy? I really did not want to get 1 binder per era, but I might have to. My original plan was to put these in like normal 3-ring binders and just like do a 6 pattern on every page. I'm glad I didn't do that because that would have been a binder an era. Oh my god. It is overflowing. The backboard is lifting. That's not good. We might have to not use this top one and not use the elastic either. Because I have almost all of Younga's cards and he's like in these 2 spots, so it's very, very high up here and like very, very low down here. So this is like a good estimate as to how full. So this is like a good estimate as to how full this binder will be. I know it's not going to become full overnight. It's going to take a while. But this is crazy. I'm going to have to take this backboard out. I did not want to pinch my fingers. Oh, now that I've left it open for so long. Okay, that's not too bad if I put the elastic on it. It's not, oh, it's heavy. Oh my god, this is heavy. Holy shit, what have I done? Will I regret this? Maybe. Maybe. Will I have to buy a 3rd binder? At least I don't have to buy the pages with it, so it's gonna be much cheaper. Okay, now we have to go through the last era, and the last era has the most cards for 1 era, but it's less than the total that was in here. But it's still a lot. So here's the other one. It is also white. I decided to get 2 of the same color for Wii because I like the consistency to have the groups, like my groups the same colors. Although, as you saw, my A5 is blue. I should have gotten probably a blue one, but it's too late now. We got 2 white ones. So this is the last era. This is Eternally. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to be doing after Eternally. If I'm going to still continue to collect ot6 like this, or if I'm going to go back to collecting just Yoonga and Johan. I'm not sure yet. It hasn't happened yet. So I'm not even going to think about it. I'm going to think about it when it happens, okay? Okay, let's just start putting stuff in before I die of heat exhaustion, okay? it fit better this way to have like ot6 of these, and I already had them anyway. So this is how it's gonna look with like 2 sets. So it's gonna be 1 set, it's gonna be another set. I think it's gonna look great. Eternally really is my worst era because it's the latest one, and everything is still kind of expensive even for yena, so I don't have a lot of his cards. would have had enough if I didn't have to put the album cards in here. So I might try to figure something out with the album cards and like the extra yena stuff. If it comes to that. missing 7. I knew I was gonna be okay, but then I had to put the rest of that shit in here. Am I gonna have to get a second A5 for like the Yonga Johan stuff? Probably. But at this point in time, I can't afford that. So I'm just gonna double side these last few ones, and until I can change all of that, that's just how it's gonna be for now. I don't have a choice, okay? You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just gonna do them like that, so that it's not too thick either. And then once I get more pages, or once I get the other binder or whatever, I hate when you plan for something and then it just does not work out. And you're like, what? Like, I have all these plans in my head that I think about when like I'm working or whatever. And then I get home and I try these plans out, like me trying to put my Yonga and Johan collection in that A5, and then I realize, ah, that was a bad idea. This doesn't fit. So now I'm stuck trying to think of a plan B. This was my plan B, putting them in here. Oh, whatever, I went too many pages. And now I need a plan C. And I guess my plan C is spending even more fucking money. Because why the fuck not, right? I hate spending money on supplies because I could be spending that money on photocards instead. But no, I gotta buy stuff to put photocards in. Like, how rude is that? So I need 6 more pages, it seems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 more pages. Oh, that was rude. I'm not just sweaty, I'm disappointed now. At least this binder isn't overflowing. But I'm gonna have to figure something out with these. Because I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, there's 5 just in this binder of this. For this era. If I can put those in an A5, that would have been great, but I need to buy another one, which is very rude. So yeah, it's set up. We're good. This is what it's gonna look like for now. Until I can figure something out. Plan C might turn into plan D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, you know, the rest of the alphabet, because this binder is plan C to begin with. So like I said, my original plan was just to use normal binders, do 6 pocket patterns on each page like I do with my Oh My Girl collection. That was my original plan. So yeah, I guess this is the end of this video, kind of. Not that fun of a video, honestly. I hope y'all enjoyed anyways, and I hope y'all are as excited as I am to see this collection grow. It's going to be very slow, so I hope y'all are tuning in to see my clownery, because not only am I fully collecting Oh My Girl in full, I'm also collecting VI pre-order cards. semi in full. But yeah, there's a lot. It's gonna be a task, which is why I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the next eras. If they're still gonna continue doing trilogies, or if they're going to stop doing that. But I kind of hope they do, because I feel like the next trilogy will be like Heartbreak. Because the first one was like Meeting, the second one was like Falling in Love, and then the third one should be Heartbreak. Which would be awesome if you ask me. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all. Wait a minute. I found a solution. It's like a week later. I've had time to brainstorm, and unfortunately, when I brainstorm, I either add a shit ton of stuff or I take away a shit ton of stuff. And in this instance, I took away stuff. So this is the binder that Yonga and Johan were in, but unfortunately, I was only able to fit the first 3 eras of them in here. And my plan was to buy a second binder, as you saw in the previous clip. Yeah, no, I don't really want to buy a second binder, to be honest. That's kind of pointless, and kind of ruins what I was trying to do in having less binders. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna double side everything. Cause I double sleeve my cards. So I was like, okay, in my A5 binders and in my Meow Cafe binders specifically, even the 12 pocket binder, I'm just gonna single sleeve my cards to save on space. So I was like, I'm gonna single sleeve my card, and if I have to double side my cards, then so be it. The backs aren't that important. So I did that. I did not like how it looked. I'm not a fan of double siding cards, to be honest. So I came up with a plan. And that plan was to drop Johan. I figured, like, it's okay, since I do collect like ot6 for most of their pre-order cards for like 3 huge ass eras. Like, I collect enough cards to fill up 2 12 pocket page binders, like, and they're 2 inches too, so like, I think that's enough Johan cards in there that I don't need to collect any other Johan cards. So I did that, and then all of Younga's cards fit perfectly in here. There's like a little room to spare, but really not that much. So I don't know what I'm gonna do when they have a comeback, because I don't think I'm gonna be collecting ot6 for pre-order cards when they have a comeback. So then I might need to buy a second binder for Younga. But we'll think about it then. It hasn't been announced. It's not even on anybody's radar, to be honest. So I'm just gonna give you a small flip through of everything. So it's just Younga in here. There's no Johan in here, and everything is single sleeved now. I still double sleeve everything in like my original 3-ring binders, like the big ones. But I had no choice but to put this back here because he had 9 pre-order cards, so it's fine. But for in here, in these binders specifically, so all of them, like my Jihoon binder as well, they are going to be single sleeve to save on space, because it's not like I can buy a bigger binder, right? And these binders are much more expensive than like a normal 3-ring binder from Walmart, right? So I can even put the Love trilogy in here now with his extra pre-order cards as well, like fan sign winners, lucky draws, Chinese and Japanese stores that I'm not collecting for the other members. So I was able to fit all of that in here. So that was nice. Everything fit. And it looks great. There's some things that I didn't set up for, and then Japanese back here. But if I do get them, I'll just rearrange stuff. then like other stuff. And then I was 1 page short, so Universe had to go back here. But I am planning on buying more binders and more pages, so I will have extras soon. So yeah, so that is what my yena collection is going to be. It's just going to be yena and then ot6 for like random pre-order cards. Again, don't know what the future of this collection will hold. I might just collect ot6 for those 3 eras and that's it. It all depends if I like the pre-order cards or not. But to be honest, financially, I'll probably stop there. It's a lot. Like I downsized my Oh My Girl pre-order cards as well. I'm not collecting Japanese, Chinese, or lucky draws for them, but that only took out like less than 10 sets. I still collect way more for yena than I do for Oh My Girl, like even with future eras, you know, because yena are insane when it comes to pre-order cards, or we is insane when it comes to fan signs and video calls. So yeah, that is the true end of this video. I'm hoping y'all will join me on this adventure of trying to bulk up my yena collection. I'm super excited. I've bought some things now. Mercari Japan is really good for sets, so I bought some sets. It's not much, but it's a start. So yeah, with that, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!